People. I'm so happy to reconnect with you through the videos. This is the morning after the 3 day silent retreat that I had, and it was a light one for me. I realized that um, it's kind of like that's what I do every morning, really. So, oops, sorry, stones are falling down. Um, so I could see that it's been a part of my every morning practice. So as to sit for a few days. Um, it was beautiful to have the container because it always strengthens my practice, and also beautiful to do it as a community. And at the same time, on some level, there wasn't that much new for me. Um, so this morning, I'm definitely taking away some things that I need to integrate. Definitely taking away some things. I realize I do take some things. However, it will take time to integrate, and I don't want to name them yet. But the insights that I've had from the silent retreat, because I first want to feel like I embody that before speaking this out loud. Um, however, I just read something. I received this email from some dance teachers. They facilitate themed dances, and the email was on the subject of three things that the majority of the collective feels uncomfortable to talk about. And those three things are money, desire, and power. And I just read that email, and that would inspire me. Oh, you know what? This is such a um, juicy topic um, to explore. And I felt I want to record a video to just a little bit explore it with you. What they say in that email is that those three things, um, many of us feel uncomfortable to talk about, or yeah, we have kind of like a strange relationship to those things. And those three are money. Yeah, that some people, yeah, I know for myself, when I need to bring money into the picture, I feel shame. There is a feeling of shame. I still do that because I like to have clarity. I still do that. However, I do feel uncomfortable many times when I do that. When I say how much it will cost, when I need to clarify, um, yeah, um, regarding what I need to be paid for my service. So there's discomfort and saying, hey, okay, you didn't remember to pay me. That's how much you owe. Um, because I feel judged. I feel that I'll be judged as like money centered. Um, yeah, so I know there's discomfort. And then the second thing, desire, that they say in that newsletter that many of us have shame about expressing what our true heart's desire in the moment. And I totally, absolutely agree with that. I know it's definitely alive for me. And I do practice naming that just because it's uncomfortable. However, I do notice there's a feeling of discomfort when I feel in some way that's a little bit edgy desire for someone else to hear, or I don't feel that people will be happy to fulfill that for me. It takes courage to name my desire. And the third thing is power, that they say that is taboo, kind of like, that makes us uncomfortable to talk about. And what I really like what they said about the power, why um, we are afraid of power. And I really loved what they shared there. They say that the reason, for example, I would be afraid of having the power if I'm afraid that I cannot take the responsibility for whatever it might bring. Yeah. So if I don't feel that I can take responsibility for whatever that power might bring, then I'll be afraid to take that power. And that makes sense. Yeah, and um, it's kind of like I notice that I allow myself to go into the places with others if I know that I can take the responsibility for whatever comes up for me and for them when I do that. If I feel that I might not be able to take responsibility, then I don't want to have that power because I don't know what's going to happen. You know, it can be a disaster and I might not be able to take care of it. So, yeah, so with power comes responsibility. Um, yeah, another really beautiful insight. And kind of feel like, oh, probably everyone knows that, but it's just another layer of it that's really alive here for me. Um, yeah, and at the same time, what they say in that newsletter, how cool it is to explore those three things together because there is the power in those three things. Yeah, if someone is able to claim the money that they need, yeah, it gives us the power in this material world. Yeah, we can do so much more. There's so many more doors that open up in this material world for us if we know how to use that in a way that's, yeah, it's kind of like, what is our intention then? Yeah, because for some of us, maybe, yeah, it's a lot to be open to, yeah, to so much power through money and can be misused. So, of course, there will be some kind of taboo on the society about talking and freely relating with money in a way that is healthy. Um, it only takes a certain, I feel like my understanding to make sure that the person who comes into the right relationship with money is in a certain alignment so that they can use it for a good, you know, for really things that are life-giving. Um, yeah, the second thing, the desire, again, if this is not wholesome desire, yeah, that can be hurting or damaging, of course it's a huge thing to have access to. So of course it will be some way taboo so that people only come to be able to express their heart's desires and all the power that it brings with that, being able to express it only when they're really aligned within themselves so they cannot harm themselves or others. Yeah, so it's, I hope it makes sense. It's kind of like access to any of those powers uh, brings a lot of responsibility with that. So of course there will be taboo and difficulty creating a right relationship with them in the society, in the collective. Um, so yeah, and then we come to the third one, which is the power. Yeah, and again, because of how much, when someone has access to power, how much is actually possible, how important it is to make sure that there is a purity of the intention and that sense of power will be used for creating something beautiful and something for the highest good. So yeah, I just wanted to leave the video on that. And the reason I wanted to leave on that, because I want to understand a bit more about those terms and why they've been a taboo and to straighten out my own relationship with those. And I felt like when I record the video, it will help me because I need to, you know, share with you. Yeah, that will help me to integrate and to, yeah, to explore those themes. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are, or the beginning of the evening or night, and I will see you very soon.